How y'all doing today, everybody? This is David back from Carlton Arms. Today what we're going to show you is a nice little everyday carry or EDC type pistol. This is a Taurus G3C. It's a 9mm, and now you can see it's completely safe. Magazine's out, chamber's empty. So this is a nice little compact 9mm. It's not your smallest because, you know, big paws, small wouldn't really do me. It looks like it's a little shorter here. You know, and if I were to grab it without the magazine, my pinky would have nowhere to go. Magazines are where you pick up the extra finger. You know, this one came standard with 2 magazines when I got it. It was a very nice shooting gun. It is on the lower price. I would call this a budget-friendly 9mm defensive pistol. You can get them $250 to $290, depending on where you get it at, if there's a sale on it or not. You know, most everywhere you're going to hit below the $300 mark. With tax and everything, it's going to be right at $300 or just a hair over, including sales tax. You know, it does shoot 9mm. This one right here has a 12-round magazine, is what it came with. There was 2 of those in the box. It has, you know, adjustable sights on there. But if you've seen in my other videos with pistols, you know I've preached to know where you're shooting at. Don't really use the sights on a pistol. You know, if I had like a red dot mounted on here for quick acquisition, that'd be a little different. But your standard pistol sights, a lot of times it takes so long to acquire your target through them. If you're at the range, it's fine to learn where your gun shoots. But in a defensive situation, you're not going to take the time to use these sights. So it's a very nice shooting little gun. It does have a rail on the front if you wanted to mount a light or something like that on there. Just very nice looking. It's comfortable in the hand. It does not have interchangeable grips. So this grip is heavily textured, almost like a sandpaper type. And this is the pistol I carry when I'm at the ranch. So I'm always going to be sweaty up there. You know, you're talking about Southwest Texas. So you're going to be sweating. So I don't have to worry about if something were to happen and I needed to reach and grab my pistol, that this thing is ever going to be slick in my hand. If I got sweat on my hands, mud on my hands, if I'm cleaning an animal, I have blood on my hands, this thing is always going to grip my palm, no matter what. So, I mean, it's just a really, really good shooting gun, really fun one. It is good for everyday carry because it'll fit very close to your body, you know, so as it stays close to your body, it just makes it to where it's not heavy. It doesn't show up. It doesn't print real hard when you're carrying it around. Due to the texture on the grip, I would advise, if you are using it for an everyday carry, either inside the waistband or outside the waistband, to have your shirt tucked in. That way the grip would be against your shirt and not against your hide, because that's some rough stuff. I imagine it wear a blister. You're wearing it there all day. That, or there's a lot of holsters out there now that do have these risers that would come up that would protect your side from it. So like I said, affordable, easy to shoot, little to no recoil, very light on the bottom, heavier slide. So let's get her loaded up there, and we'll see how she does on the target there. Okay. All right. Safety's on. Okay. Safety's off. Ready to go. All right. And that is it. It's a full mag. Everything on there, with the exception of one that I pulled, you're all looking at pretty much right here to here, all right in this range here. So I mean, that is what you want in a defensive firearm. You want to be able to put everything right in this realm here. You know, some people say, well, center mass is right here. You're right. Center mass is right here, dead center of the target. But to stop a threat, you know, anywhere in this range is going to be good. So with all those shots being here, I would be perfectly satisfied with that. And that's at the 15 yard. Okay, if it was a little further out, the shots would actually be a little bit lower, you know, just by the natural curvature of the bullets. So everything there is good to go. You know, we'll load it up again, and we'll try it on some gongs, and we'll see how it does on that one as well. All right, everybody, let's try this on some gongs here. You know, I don't know how well those 9mm holes are showing up on the camera there. So when I go down there to the range, I'll actually get a close-up picture and put it in here so you can see how kind of clustered up everything is in this realm here. So right now, we'll see if we can do some gong shooting with it. I haven't tried shooting gongs with this thing yet, so we'll give it a shot. Okay, let's see how she goes. Well, that's not the greatest for gong shooting. You know, that's out of 10 rounds, we hit what, 4 gongs out of 10. So 6 misses on the gong, but I've never shot gongs with this before. You know, usually when people are shooting gongs, they are using like a red dot or something. Like I said, I don't use the sights, the hard sights on a pistol. Just try to aim, and you could tell with the grass blowing up, it wasn't missing by much, but it was missing. So that's pretty fun. So we'll go ahead and try that one again with the gongs. Just load up another 5 rounds and see if we can improve our ratio there. Okay, let's see. Oh, it didn't spin it all the way around. Oh, it did that time. So we're good. We're 5 for 5 on that one. So we're good with it. All right. So a couple little things that I have not mentioned yet about this. I did tell you that, okay, the pinky finger, that is here on the magazine. So it does have room for all my hand. So that is good. Okay. Even though it is safe, we'll show everybody safe. Magazine out. Chamber's empty. We're good. Let's rack it back. One thing I wanted to show y'all on the left-hand side, that is where the manual safety is. Up for safe, down for fire like normal. Just ahead of the safety is the slide release. It slides back, up, it catches, down, it goes forward, just like most of the others. Okay, this one also has a secondary safety. The secondary safety, aside from the manual safety, works similar to a Glock safety. It is in the trigger itself. Okay, if I were to try to pull back the trigger without hitting the center catch, just like a Glock, that trigger will not pull at all. It's done. So you have a double safety there. You push it in, boom, it would go. So you have your manual safety and you have a trigger safety. So I like this little thing. It's a good everyday carry pistol. It's nice, it's compact, it is extremely affordable. Like I said, it's less than $300 retail with taxes and all, right at $300, a hair above $300. And that's going to be depending on where you're at in the nation as to what your tax rate is. So, I mean, I would recommend this. If your hands are larger than mine, it's probably not a good fit for you. Mine are about the max of what this pistol can take. But it's a nice fun one. It's easy to shoot, and it is good for somebody that is just starting out, needs an everyday carry, something that's not, super expensive. So go check it out, man. All right. That's what I got for this episode. Thank you much. And let's be safe out there and get everybody back out there shooting. This is David with Carlton Arms.